Well, here we go again. It's July, mid-month. So, I talk about the same stuff. We'll probably fire up a song if I can find one. So, the last couple videos were about the two-party tyranny and this America gone socialist, bad. Well, if you follow the bank, the central bank, what they got in MO, they run everybody basically the same. They run them overpriced and bankrupt. It's called austerity. So the two-party system, buying all into this hook, line, and sinker, whether they like it, or they get conned into it, or they're being abused. So basically, like a European, they done the same thing. I'm not really going to mention names too much about it, but they'll take one country, run it overpriced, run it out of budget, basically. Way overpriced. The people suffer in tyranny. And then the banks, the government goes, we need more money, They can't make the payment. And then, so the bank says, well, baby, sell your ports to them, or sell your port to their favorite corporation, or whatever like that. So they run the country in austerity. Bankrupt, upside down, overpriced, and so then if the people don't want austerity, then basically they send the military in. So that's what's happening with our two-party tyranny. Trump's writing about $1 trillion a month. Congress is calling for more, the big spending package, $4 trillion. So they're either compromised or the banks got them compromised. What are they leveraging for all this debt? It's all illegal and odious. And so anyway, that's what my video is about. I call it fixed market. I call it socialist, fascist, fixed market, two-party tyranny. Technically, it's called austerity. The bank runs us in austerity. That's their MO. That's what they do. And they're trying to foreclose on the planet. And a few other economic people said basically the same thing. You can look it up for yourself. But basically, since 1913, that's been their design, is to foreclose on the planet and on America. So, how do they do it? It's the same MO. Hello. They don't run free market. They keep the market overpriced. That's why you see all the homeless around. They keep the housing prices way overpriced. They screw up the economy, keep it overpriced, and then they run you bankrupt. They run you bankrupt. They run you in a bankrupt system. Overpriced and stagnant. That is a fixed market fascist system, or austerity. So there you go. Maybe we can learn something. Jiminy Christmas. Did I mention public education failed and the two-party system failed? It's failing badly. So the bank, a lot of people not getting it. I got a fixed mortgage on my house. Well, hello, the president's writing $1 trillion a month. Hello, what's your tax burden? Woo! They're running us in austerity. It's not prosperity. So, wake up, America. Hello. So people, people want to cry for that too. Oh, run the printing press. And, well, Adolf Hitler did the same crap. Obama, Bush, and Clinton, and then now Trumpster. That's the same crap. Different day, different person, but same. The bank runs you in austerity. So Hitler turned England into Europe into gravel. So he either shot himself in the head, boom, or they took him off to the lower some island in South America or something, put his toes in the sand and gave him drinks with umbrellas, and had to live out his days in a, depends on what story you listen to. I don't really give a rat's ass. Austerity doesn't work, neither does socialism. Fascism, fascist state. So I was listening to a pretty good clip of Norm Crosby, and he's going, well, this is not like Hitler's fascism. It's not fascism. It's not fascism. Well, Hitler's fascism was he was the government, and then the corporations did what he said. Well, in our case, the the politicians do what the corporations and the big bank tells them to do. They're both doing the same crap. They're like, 4 or 5 peas in a pod. They're all the same, policy. It's disgusting, really, to hate to watch. And so some people think, I talked to some fellow today, he was telling me how great this new policy was, and I'm like, new? Modern money theory ain't new. Hitler did the same thing, Pol Pot too. The bank runs them in austerity. You want more money, they get the prices way up, and then they don't let the market correct the fair market value. They keep it that way. They keep it in misery. They keep it overpriced on purpose. So the people suffer. Then you want more money to keep it going? The bank plays them on it. The politicians don't want to tell the people you're going to have a correction in the market, and the more they do that, the worse it would be. There's America. We've been down this ramp for 20 years. I mean, Trump said, hey, this big old ugly bubble before he got elected, we was in a bad way. Now he's doing the same thing, making it bigger and bigger. So I was pushing for Trump before he got elected about the first 6 days. As soon as he put on Steve McMunskin as Secretary of Treasury from Goldman Sachs, I knew, back to austerity, baby. And so some say, well, he's, got a different plan exposing the bank. Well, he's paying the bank $1 trillion a month. They're loving him. Do you want to borrow more money? Talk about a loan, what do you call it? The Lebrowski brothers. I mean, loan sharking. Look, they print the money out of thin air. So at 0% interest, say, ooh, whippity dog shit, we get 0% interest. No, it's 100% interest. They print it out of thin air, and we pay them back? Are you effing kidding me? 100% interest. Really? Oh, that's a great deal. That's loan sharking. It's skimming. Look, the bank ain't solvent as far as modern money theory. They got a printing press. They could just print it out of thin air. Bump. It's not constitutional. It's not they don't run a balanced system. Anyway, I could keep going and keep going. But we better fire up a song and shut this shorter. It aggravates me that the country is so basically economically uninformed, misinformed, ill-informed. So I don't write a bunch of stuff down. This is mostly what I've been thinking and been telling my friends, the same kind of stuff. So let's see, what song should I play today? There was a love song people been playing. Let's see if I got it in this book. I don't know. Of course, I didn't practice it. Oh, and I loved her. That's not the one. Oh, my love. No, that's not the one. Oh, well, we're not doing that one. Oh, how about yesterday? It was such an easy game to play. Well, maybe not that. That might make me puke. Well, there's a little diddly. So the bank is... Well, I'll just put on the last video. If every American citizen should call for fair market value and a balanced budget, we wouldn't be in this mess if we had people like Ron Paul or Peter Schiff as our Treasury Secretary and Ron Paul as the President. Because, you need some adults in the realm. Hello? So, the politicians are asking more money, or the bankers don't, we're not even we're borrowing money to pay the rent. Hello? You try that. Go to the bank and tell them you're not making enough money, and you want to borrow the money to make your payment. Well, that's basically how the stock markets ran, and that's basically how America's ran. They're way on borrowed time. The idea that Trump's going to print up trillions of dollars. I was just talking to my friend, I was mentioning earlier, whoa, all that money's going to hit the street and then the market's going to take off. Well, no, it's not. Bush tried the same thing. Building a market on an overpriced market and the banks holding the prices up at the high price, and same with the Treasury Secretary. And then they want to build a market on top of that. Well, wages don't go up, the housing prices go up, and there you got it. You got a huge separation in society. It's dismal. So I'm very optimistic that this ain't going to work, but I believe the Lord will do a new thing. So I'm optimistic more about that. Let's see if we can fire off a song here. What do we got? And I love her. No, can't buy me love. That's right. That's good enough. Where's the pick? Oh, man, we lost our pick. Dang. No, it's there. There it is. I already lost one. That's why I was kind of ticked. Well, I put this 12-stringer on my Facebook on the garage sale. I was going to try to pawn it off and maybe get me a new acoustic electric, you know. I don't do much strumming. It's just not my thing. Somebody mentioned white boys, they got rid of them. I don't know what happened. I guess they kind of right, really. It's a little bit harder on this 12-stringer. Say that again. There we go. Yeah, a little bit like a date. Well, I'll buy you a diamond ring, baby. My friend, it make you satisfied. Get you anything, my friend, if it makes you feel alright. For I don't care for too much money. 'Cause money can't buy you love. Goes with something like that. something must be wrong with the guitar. Yeah, that's it. No, you're not going to print your way into prosperity. Not going to happen. The free market lifted more people out of poverty than any other system. Well, except for maybe a true theocracy when Moses come down the mountain. And then, let's see, Joshua, yada yada. Joshua, who else? Solomon. So, fake theocracy like Iran, they ain't gonna cut it. So, anyway, the Lord's gonna do a new thing. Drop my pick. Where's the pick? Oh, there's mine. So, that's about that. Unless we fire off another song. How about a hymn? Could do a hymn. Anyone that goes... Get something in here. I usually do the other book for hymns. Well, here's a little diddly that I kind of like. Yeah, that's right. That's a real diddly. Redeemer of Israel. Israel, our only delight, on whom for our blessing we call, our shadow by day and our pillar by night, our King, our deliverer, our all. I believe the Lord's going to do a new thing. That's the only way out of this mess. They got this mess so bad, and they're doing the globalist thing. So back to Norm. He's saying, well, this is not fascism. It's not fascism because they're doing it backwards. Hitler, he was the government dictator, and the corporations had to do what he said. Well, our group, we have the corporations, and they tell them punk two-party tyranny what to do, and they do everything the corporation says. That's not fascism. What is fascism? It's just backwards. Well, they're trying to set up the world government and find their little Nimrod and make him a dictator. So, hello, just because it ain't fully developed yet, don't mean they ain't ignorant and fascists too. I'm just saying. The printing press ain't going to print your way into prosperity. And the Lord's going to do a new thing. You better get some popcorn and some garlic and butter. I'm out. Say these things in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.